Hola, I'm Esther Buerki, the author of Living Without Fear and the co-publisher of the Amazon best-selling Inspired Journeys. Get in touch with me if you want to start living without fear or writing your book, and please share this podcast with a friend who you know needs to hear this episode, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're listening now on a podcast platform, you can do me a great favor by writing a short review or rate it with a lot of stars if you enjoyed it. And I cannot believe it. I have already people from 71 countries who have been listening to Living Without Fear. Isn't this amazing? And today I'd like to talk about self-love. It's a topic I don't get tired of thinking of. And the older I get, the more it's dear to my heart, because I feel daily it makes an incredible difference the way I think and feel about myself. So today I got up and felt kind of sad. It was pouring with rain outside in Switzerland, and this always triggers within me some sadness. And my thoughts went to my parents and my sons, and I felt how much I love them and how our time is limited that we can spend together. And after those thoughts, I started thinking of what I needed to do today, and I realized that I wasn't quite happy with myself because I thought I didn't do enough marketing for my upcoming readings in Switzerland. And maybe, those kind of thoughts don't help to get into a beautiful state. There can be a tendency that all ends up in a lot of negativity and blame. And I was aware I needed to stop this as fast as it came up. And I started feeling into my body and flooding it with love. I imagined that this love I feel for my parents and for my sons would flood into every cell of my body. It was like a golden light which expanded from my heart center into my lower body, my legs, but also into my arms and into my head. It felt amazing, and it still feels warm and cozy in my whole body. And there's also a lot of peace and happiness in me. I'm so grateful to be with myself and be compassionate with my older selves who have been so severe with myself, who have been blaming me so much, who hated me during a lot of phases in my life, who wanted to put an end to my life because I felt so desperate. So self-love is so important. I cannot tell it again and again, but believe me, many years ago, I was so fed up with people talking about self-love because I thought they don't know what they're talking about. If they have all this self-confidence, it's so easy to love oneself. But if someone like me who was so insecure and didn't have parents who helped me with self-confidence, but instead who criticized me again and again, with all this, I had such a low self-esteem and always felt and told myself I wasn't good enough. In this situation, it was so hard for me to find a small bit of self-love. And that's why I hated those people who preach self-love. Did you have similar thoughts? A wonderful exercise I would recommend you is to spend one day by paying attention to what you're thinking about yourself. I describe this process also in my book, Living Without Fear. When I started my journey of self-awareness, I was so shocked that day how I was thinking so negative about myself and during so many moments in about 16 hours of awake time. All you need for this exercise is concentrating on yourself and being honest. You can also write down the negative thoughts about yourself which come to your mind during all these hours. There are so many thoughts, and all these thoughts create a certain energy in your body. So today I'm so grateful that I learned all this and I know how to stop the negative thinking very quickly. And imagine now yourself how it feels in your body when you're happy and content with yourself. It's a huge difference to the negative state. You're capable of so much more. You're able to manage your life so much better. If you get into the flow, when suddenly things are happening without using a lot of effort, and when you recognize that you're a gift to this world and that with your strengths, you can help other people. Isn't this amazing? But all starts with self-love. All starts with myself, how I look at myself when I see myself in the mirror. Do I see this gift to the world? And believe me, it's been a long journey for me to get there, where I'm today. And the path was difficult. I wanted to give up so many times. But today, I know it was worth it. Every tiny shift in my self-awareness is golden because it helps me to help you and others. Thank you, dear listener, for spending your time with me and not giving up, searching for more. And I cannot repeat it enough. In case you feel worthless and nobody seems to like you, I tell you, you're awesome, you're loving, and you matter. And please, don't stop telling yourself these sentences hundreds and hundreds of times to get them in your system. Have an amazing day and talk to you next week.